The day Mom passed away, I called Dad and my uncle. Dad rejected me, and my uncle told me to go die. Just when I thought I'd starve to death this winter, a billionaire suddenly approached me and said, "Hey kid, want a dad?" When I first walked into the Hammond house, it felt like I'd crashed a family meeting gone wrong. Grandma Zaina was in full meltdown mode, yelling at her sons and grandsons. "You're useless. Not one of you can give me a granddaughter. What good are you?" Everyone, Grandpa Xavier, Uncle Javier, Uncle Winston, kept their heads down like guilty schoolboys. Even the little cousins went dead quiet, scared the fire would land on them. Then Uncle Harold strolled in, calm as ever, and plopped me right into Grandma's arms. "Here, your granddaughter." The whole room froze. Grandma looked down at me, skinny little thing with crooked pigtails and eyes too big for my face. I waved shyly. "Hi, Grandma." You could have heard a pin drop. A few minutes later, we were in the study. Grandma narrowed her eyes. "Whose kid is this?" Uncle Harold, stone-faced, said, "Mine." She snorted. "Yeah, right. With your allergy to women? What did you do, time travel and give birth yourself?" He went quiet for a moment, then explained. "My mom, Scarlet Lemon, had passed. He found me with nothing but her ashes." The room got heavy. Everyone knew the scandal from 3 years back. My mom had been disowned by her adoptive family and dumped by her fiancé. She vanished after that. Grandpa asked, "So why bring her here?" Uncle Harold shrugged. "Emmett and Yancy didn't want her. I do. Mom gets her granddaughter. What's the problem?" To my shock, Grandma slapped her thigh. "Perfect. She's ours now." The other uncles muttered, but no one dared argue once Grandma gave her blessing. Downstairs, Aunt Cadence had bathed me, and I sat nervously on the sofa, toes curled, afraid to mess it up. Grandma hurried over, hugging me tight. "Don't be scared, sweetie. This is your home now." She noticed how bony my hands were. "Hungry? What do you want to eat?" "Anything's fine," I whispered. 30 minutes later, the table groaned with food. I stared, drooling. My first bite of plain greens tasted like heaven. Grandma kept piling my plate, looking both happy and sad. By the time I burped, cheeks red, the whole family burst out laughing. For the first time in forever, I laughed with them. Uncle Harold, though, noticed my ragged pajamas. Within an hour, his phone call turned the living room into a boutique, brand reps hauling in piles of kids' clothes. "Pick whatever you want," he said. I froze. Everything looked expensive. He tapped his phone again. More brands showed up. "Still don't like them?" he teased. No, I like them." I yelped, panicked. When I finally pointed at the simplest outfit, he waved at the staff. "Take it all." I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. That night, I curled up in bed clutching Mom's urn, crying as quietly as I could. When Uncle Harold walked in, I gasped, "Sorry, Dad." He frowned. "Why are you sorry?" "Because I cried and bothered you." He muttered something about how his nephews wailed like sirens, while I was quieter than a whisper. Then he asked, "Why are you crying?" I miss Mom." He tried the tough guy act. "Stop thinking. Go to sleep." Of course, that made me cry harder. Finally, I whispered, "Dad, will you stay with me?" He gave me the death stare, but then sighed, "Just once." My heart soared. I scooted over, clutching the edge of his shirt like it was a lifeline. I fell asleep smiling. Morning came, and I opened my eyes to see him already awake. "Good morning, Dad." I chirped. He blinked, remembered me, and gave a tiny nod. That was enough. Grandma saw me following him like a little shadow and looked like she'd won the lottery.